This is the oldest image of Cyprus High School we could find. Taken in 1937, the image shows a much smaller Cyprus sitting in an open field.
On July 24th, 1947, during a Pioneer Day celebration, a group of boys playing with fireworks launched them towards the school, sending the junior high portion into flames.
Despite the efforts to save the building, it was burned to the ground, leaving the Magna community without a junior high. It was rebuilt in the 1950s as a high school.
The building began to sink. It seemed that for over a half century, Cyprus had been sitting on a sinkhole.
In 1983, they demolished the old building, leaving the gym, industrial art building, and the auditorium standing eerily vacant.
During the 1983 to 1984 school year, students had to use multiple campuses due to the construction of the new building.
The new building's doors finally opened for the 1984 to 1985 school year, and as of 2023, the building has been accepting students for over 30 years.
With Cyprus standing in the exact same spot for over 100 years, we think
It's inevitable that some paranormal activity would take place.
And that's why we're here, to expose the supernatural, to investigate the hauntings of Cyprus High.
Do I believe in paranormal activity, and do I believe in that there are spirits, ghost type people, or beings, or entities? Yeah. I don't necessarily know that if anything here at Cyprus but there's been some weird stuff. Like I haven't walked in on a ghost, but there's been some weird happenings that we can't explain.
So I'm Quinn Rollins, and I am a history teacher at Cyprus High School. I do believe in the paranormal. Even the parts I don't believe in, I kind of believe in.
Have you had any experiences with the paranormal?
Here at Cyprus? Yeah, so a few years ago, it was October 2019, I got to school early. Got to school at about 6:06 in the morning. I was the only person here. I was the first car in the parking lot. Was setting up my classroom for the day. I was writing stuff on the whiteboard. And behind me, in my classroom, about 6 feet behind me, I just heard a voice say, hey. And it was a child's voice, and I jumped like 10 feet and kind of screamed a little bit, kind of spun around like, how the heck is there a kid in this room? And it turns out that there was nothing there at all. And so I was really kind of unnerved, kind of opened up the door, came out into the hall, looked around. There was nobody else here, nobody else in my classroom, but it was a very distinct voice of some kind of child that I'm identifying as a kid who was here when this was Rock Bank, and they're not with us anymore.
Okay, so I talked to our night custodian, Kirk, a few minutes ago and asked him if he'd be willing to be on camera to talk about his experience with paranormal activity here in the Brockbank building. He did not want to be on camera, but he reiterated the story to me. That he was here working late one evening, close to around the time it is now, close to 9 o'clock, and he was cleaning in the boys' restroom just across the hall and down the stairs. And as he was cleaning, he felt like there was someone else in the restroom with him. And knowing full well that there was nobody else working in the building that night, he thought about, should I turn around and look and see who's there, or should I do something else? And he knew he was facing the mirror, so he glanced in the mirror and could see behind him and off to one side a dark shadow in the silhouette of a man. And he does not know who that could be or who the ghostly appearance would be. Some people claim it is T.P. Brockbank, an early principal at Cyprus High School, who Brockbank is named after, and could be. Who knows?
I am Ms. Becky Williams, and I teach theater here at Cyprus. Stuff moved, just things like that. Like nothing earth-shattering, but it's like something ain't quite right. You know, those kinds of things. So, but I tell you what though, I will not be alone in here for very long by myself, especially with the lights off. It's very spooky. One of the custodians, because they like to tell stories, the custodians do, but where they have seen the guy, Edgar, is what we like to call him, like in the auditorium, moving around in the auditorium. But not long, they hightail it out, but they've seen him, yeah.
Does he just like wander around here?
It appears. It's spooky, and so those kinds of things, I can just, when I'm turning off the lights all by myself, and I'm just like, I just got to get out of here. I'm not going to look out toward the auditorium. I'm just going to go turn off the lights and book it.